Hi Leo, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for November 2015. Happy Diwali, Leos. We begin the month with a beautiful Venus and Mars conjunct that is happening in a part of your chart that speaks about money, that is covering your house of money and especially your own earned resources. It's a time where Leos, you will have enough energy to be generating more money yourself. They will be, the first 8 days are quite lovely to be not just making use of the opportunities that are given to you, but also you will find in the first 8 days that there are a lot of opportunities for smaller projects, and they're just coming in hordes to you. So it's a brilliant time to be making money as far as the first 8 days are concerned. And it's also where you will have the energy. Mars is going to be giving you that drive. So you're going to be feeling quite pumped. You're going to be feeling quite aggressive. And there's going to be this sense of, I can do this. I can make money on my own. And there are plenty and more opportunities which are allowing me to do so. However, there's just a little bit of a challenge with this aspect. You just maybe need to be careful about over-identifying about what it is that you want for yourself, or what is it that your closely held belief is about earning money. So try and sort of not get very intense over here. If there is a project maybe that you feel it needs to be done in a certain way and you're feeling quite adamant and quite rigid about it, take another look. Maybe there is what the other person is saying or suggesting may just turn out to be quite a workable thing for you. We have a new moon in Scorpio on the 11th of November, and this is a bit of a complex and an intense new moon because this is happening in Scorpio. Of course, we have the energy of Sun and Mercury that is there. This is happening in your house of foundation, about your which also covers your emotional security. Now, new moon over here is while new moon typically brings about a lot of opportunities, but because it is there in Scorpio this year, there is this entire Scorpion intensity that it is bringing along with it. So it's not really a very soft and a simple new moon like we normally have, but it's a little bit more complex, a little bit more intense that it is. It's a brilliant time for you during this entire new moon phase that is there to do a complete cleansing as far as whether it has to do with your psychological patterns that are holding you back. Maybe there are certain worries that you think, whether it has to do with your your emotional foundation, as to how it is that you think about yourself or your belief system, or how it is that you feel that your children need to be brought up, your relationship with your parents. Everything during this time is asking for a good cleansing. So just sort of air the cupboards in your head, Leos. If there is any baggage that is still lying and festering somewhere, just open it out and just air it. It's also a time where you will be spending a lot of time with your parents, with your family. So there's a lot of sense of nurturing, that love, that warmth, that bonding that you're going to be feeling as well. You also will be opening up to newer, intenser feelings. I think for some of you, wherein that you didn't think it would be possible for you to be feeling that intensely or feeling that strongly, during this new moon you will find that there is a whole new a different sense of deeper sense of intensity that is there towards your family, towards your sibling, towards children at large. And your intuition is going to be quite sharp during this time, Leo. So listen to yourself. Listen to your gut. Pay heed to what is it that your gut is saying. Don't sort of brush it on a side and you don't want to discuss it. Now, Scorpio moon over here, it's also a sign of Scorpio per se. Also speaks about it covers the internal health. So if there are some issues that have been bothering you for the longest of time, it's a brilliant time. You need to be going for a gynec check. Please go. If it's a time you need a blood test, please go. And skin problems, anything that is under below, because Scorpio is ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is the god of underworld. So everything that is below the surface is going to get dug out. And it's a good time for even going in for those deep cleansing, whether they're facials, detoxifying your system. Everything that is really deep under needs to get cleansed. It's a good time to be doing all that. And it's also a time for you, as far as where money is concerned, it will be worth your while to be gathering your assets, or having a look at your investments and consolidating them and seeing as to how it is that you further grow them. So really, merge all your resources during this time, Leos. Look at your portfolio has multiple stocks that are just lying scattered everywhere, and you don't know what's happening to them now and then. Consolidate everything, merge it together, maybe reinvest that, whether it's a loan, it's a debt, or it's a mortgage. Maybe there's an attractive new EMI that you can get in for that's there in the market. So look at all those things again. Look at your debts again. Look at your EMIs. Look at the money that you owe. Look at a more attractive payment method that is there. So it's really a time of merging resources, even as far as carpooling is concerned. For some of you, it's a good idea to be doing that. And whether it's carpooling, whether it is doing potluck, whether it is sharing a gym trainer, combine all these resources. They will just benefit you more, and you won't feel so stretched during this phase. Also, focus on financial abundance. Now, Scorpio also covers large sums of money, and especially that money which we share with others. So bonuses, inheritances, or royalties, commissions. Now, all this is something that will come into focus, and you're being encouraged to share that with others. So this entire also phases, don't operate from the lower energy of Scorpio. Scorpio has these three energies that are there. The lowest that is on the ground is the, one of the scorpion, the insect that goes along with the crawls on the floor and has the venom sting in it. And above it is the wizened eagle that soars, and it looks over everything and has that wisdom. But on the highest form of Scorpio is the phoenix, that is something that rises from the ashes. So which one is the energy that this new moon that you want to tap into? I would strongly recommend stay away from the ground one. Don't get into a revengeful. No matter how justified you feel, please keep your spitefulness, please keep your revengefulness that I will get back and I was wronged and I need. Keep that away. If you can't manage the phoenix, at least stick to the eagle. Come to the mid zone and just have the wisdom to know when to sort of walk away from stuff, and when to even sort of just give it closure, and not be really and on the lowest form of it. So this new moon, because it's really intense, it's really complex, and it's going to be benefiting you as well. Make full use of it and try and sort of reconstruct your life, Leos. To try and just recreate. It's just like be the phoenix. Just rise back from the ashes and just recreate something for yourself. And it's possible because you have all the planetary support and the opportunities that is there for you. So do that for yourself. We have Venus that is there in opposition with Uranus, and this is there around the 23rd of November. And Uranus is there in your house of broadening the mind. It speaks about travel, and that can give some amount of unexpected experiences that is there. You could have so while these life experiences will enrich you, broaden you, but they can be quite shaky as well. You just may feel quite unsettled with them, that maybe perhaps I didn't need that much of broadening of my mind of the, very unusual incidents or maybe life experience that can happen to you. But then this can also open your mind to newer ways of living, Leo. So try not to sort of get very sad or get, and this specifically is for those who are Leo rising, Leo moon, and Leo sun. So don't sort of get disappointed or disheartened and say, oh, everything is happening to me. But look at it as an alternate way of living and open your mind to that. Venus, of course, is there in your house of networking, communication, even siblings. So it's a lovely time where you could feel quite stimulated. You could be having a lot of ideas. Maybe it's a great time to be getting into a partnership with somebody. You will find friends being quite supportive. You will find sharing of ideas, or even networking be more smoother, more easier for you. And it's also a time wherein that you could find quite interesting people. You could find quite interesting people during traveling, and where you'll find a similar kind of a passion or an interest. Towards the end of the month, we have Saturn that is squaring Neptune, and it's a slightly challenging situation, and this is around the 26th that's happening, and Saturn is there in your house of pleasure. It's there in your house of creativity and children, and it's squaring Neptune, which is there in your intimate relationships and also your joint finances. So over here, it's really this entire energy is asking for a balance, because you have Saturn, which is the worker, the effort, the doer, and then you have Neptune, which is all about idealism, and it's looking at things through a veil, when we don't have much clarity. So really, when you are, Saturn is asking you to be real about your expectations in life, about your creativity, or maybe even about what is it that you really want for your child, your dreams, your desires, your expectations over there. Be realistic over there. Don't sort of idolize this entire thing. And it's also a time wherein that you could be requiring a more sense of purpose that is there. So it's asking you to sift through this entire thing of what is it that you want, where is it that you're going, how is it that your ego is involved, or how is it that it is getting you affected. And with Neptune sitting there in your house of intimacy, it may be that you may just give up your finances, especially your shared resources, very easily, and you may not fight for what is yours. So over here, Leos, you're being asked to, you're not able to see the right and the wrong, the black and the white. You're too busy seeing the grey bit of it with Neptune sitting there. So over here, the entire energy is asking you to look, in order for you to be having a fulfilling, loving, enriching life, or maybe for your children, that you need to be taking a certain decision. You need to be walking on a certain way and not idolize this entire thing that, oh, I will give everything up. So for some of you, maybe you are going through a painful divorce. This could apply over there. Or even if you're, if it's a partnership that is there, don't just sort of dust your hands and just move out of it. No, you'll have to, because it can have a repercussion later on for you. So dig in your feet and look at the reality bit of it, that how is it that it can affect me in the future. So try and sort of try and look at your life situation as an individual one and how it can affect you, and not idolize it and say, oh, it will all happen and it will all work. And also look, also don't lend money during this time, especially if it's a business partnership that is there. And not just lending money, I would say that if it requires too much of an investment that is there, then be a little careful, because around November end, it is asking, or there's an indication that you could be keen on making a huge investment. So it's better to sort of have more people involved over there and then make that investment. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Leos. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.